Yeah, I don't feel so good.
Okay. I used to be afraid of the world outside my door, so I lived within the pages of a book. I used to be so scared of what I couldn't control. It seemed whatever I touched, I broke. The wind at my back, the grass so green, the sun on my face, it was all a dream till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I'll help you stand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning, and as long as we are together, life can only get better. I used to be embarrassed about my eyes, my nose, my smile, so I hid my face behind my hair. I spent so many years feeling like I was drowning. Now finally I'm coming up for air. Laughing out loud, being part of a team, touching the stars, it was all a dream till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I understand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning, and as long as we are together, life can only get better. Life can only get better.
Morning coffee, but I'm not having any. I'm sorry guys, this is going to be a short one this morning, only because last week was rough. I got a new phone. I told you guys that I think I told you guys I got a new phone. And all the alarms that I have on it, all my scheduling, including when I take my medications, everything else, and I didn't have the most important alarm set. You'd think that I'd remember. You really do. You think that I'd remember, but I don't. I relied on that alarm to take that shot that I take in my stomach, and I take it on Monday mornings. I take it right before I do this video. And last week I didn't take it. I forgot. I didn't have the alarm, and I was just trying to rush to get things done. I was late. All the technical difficulties in my mind went somewhere else, and also I hadn't set up the alarm on my new phone. So I'm feeling better after a couple of days, because at the very end, as the shot starts to wear off, I start feeling better, start feeling normal, and but then I start getting sick again. So I started nosediving towards the end of the week and didn't realize that I had not taken my medication until Friday. And I didn't want to wait all the way till this morning, so I took it Friday. But now my body had to go back to getting super sick. Oh, it's just a mess. Such a horrible mess. So I was sick most of the weekend. And then I struggle with bronchitis, which I haven't really suffered from for the last 2 years. I have chronic bronchitis, but I've been doing wonderful the last two seasons. It gets really bad during the winter, but I was doing great. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't breathe. I also felt like I had like a bowl of water in my chest. So what's this? I didn't want to get you sick. So, so I spent the weekend ill. Well, at least yesterday, and spent a lot of time on oxygen and all that. And it's all good. It's just, boy, last night, I don't know what it was. I was itchy and I just didn't feel well. So I've been up since about 1:30 this morning. It is Well, it's February 16th, and right now it's 6 o'clock in the morning, so I've been up. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just one of those really, really weird weeks. It was so nice. My wife was so sweet, and my kids were so sweet, and just, we just worked through it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Good news is that I did, I think I did 6. Did I do 6 or do 7? I think I did 6 chapters, completed, edited, and scheduled. 6 chapters of Chronicles of a Hero, which is awesome because that means for the next 6 weeks on Fridays, it's all done. It's all scheduled and ready to come to you. But the fun part is, this is the part that I absolutely love, because I was having such a fun time writing. By the way, it's because I was hanging out with Anne with Tell Me a Mystery on her Monday and Wednesdays, her writing sprints. I have a lot of fun hanging out with Anne and those who show up in the morning, and I just kept writing and writing and writing and writing. Talk with Lisa, Delana Marr, and I just was on a writing. I just loved writing this whole week. So I got 6 chapters ahead, which is fun, because now I have a plan. I've been working on some extra treats. Yeah. And so now I get to spend the next month working on those, as I continue to write Chronicles, of course. But I've got some of the extra stuff going on, and I get to put a little bit into that. Working on some courses. One that if you're a writer, I think you're going to enjoy this. I know that I mentioned Substack for authors last week. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that if you bought any of my world building books, this is way better. I mean, it improves upon. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm working on that stuff. Let's see, what else is happening? Oh my goodness, you know what I get to do? One of the absolute best things that happened last week, I figured something out. I've had my magic system for my world, well, as long as the world's been alive. But there was one thing I was trying to solve, and I had a conversation with a friend, and it gave me a different perspective on, well, I'm not into this. I shouldn't say I'm not into. I'm not a sciencey person. I like to work on things that actually are true and to build on that, because it creates a bit of resonance. People, they can feel it. When something's true, they can feel it. And, my solution isn't to just say, well, it's magic. Well, no. Everything has to have a reason. And this is about magic, my magic system. And I wanted to have more realism. And someone, a good friend, brought up some aspects of science that I had no idea. And so we had this, it prompted questions. So I asked him more questions. And he thought about it, and he gave me the answer, scientific answer. And this is like one of the biggest breakthroughs, creative breakthroughs that I've had probably in about 15 years. And that's saying something. Anyway, so that's exciting. And then Ulan's coming soon. So I'm working on designing that. That's in the story, but I always wanted to create it into an actual game, and I had no idea how to do it. Now I got a few ideas, because I understand better how the magic system works. This is going to be so good. So good. So much fun. Let's see. You're going to have an awesome week. I know you are. See, and you won't get sick because, I'm taking precautions. You're good. You look good. You look good this morning. Let's see. Show up with Anne. The other thing that we did is we moved the Fiction Cartel. I still won't be able to do this for another month or so, at least 45 days. I don't have the ability to do that. And we have to figure out another day. I can't do Tuesdays anymore because of a family obligation with my children. It's something that I gave my word, and I can't go back on that. And I know that we work so hard to get everybody on the same night at the same time. There's nothing I could do about it. So we're going to have to find another night. Hopefully we can move it to Mondays. So that'll be good. But we've moved the Fiction Cartel because it doesn't really have a lot to do with my fictional world. And I want Life of Fiction to stay Life of Fiction. And I know that it's a Fiction Cartel, but you're hanging out with writers, me and a bunch of my friends. So we've moved that over to jamiebuckley.com, and we've put a link up on there so you can just go straight in there. And yeah, I think that'll solve things. I can't think of anything else. Sorry, believe it or not, I have no notes this morning. None. It feels like it's going to be a really good week. Lots of new tools. I'm really excited about that. Oh. Here's another thing. Wish me luck this week, because I'm hoping to set up books. We're going to do a test run. I'm trying to figure out how to use Vervante and to use them to connect to my PayHip store so that I can start selling you paperback and hardback books directly. And we're going to start designing. I already have a plan. I have a list, but I want to make this super, super special. I want to make some collectible books. I've got a couple people that have been pushing a bit to get me to do a Kickstarter. I'd like to know your views on the Kickstarter. I've done Kickstarter once. It was like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago maybe. It didn't go well. It really didn't go well. But I didn't have you. Anyway, so I was thinking maybe what we could do is do a Kickstarter to do the Choices, the collectible edition. Anyway, that's a thought. I'd like to hear your feedback on that. I don't know, maybe we put the bar really low so we can achieve it and then see if we can just get past it. That could work. That could definitely work. Anyway, that's all I got. I probably gonna need to go back to bed. I'm not feeling well at all. But a lot got accomplished, even being sick. Ta-da! That's it. And I hope to be there this morning. No guarantees. I'm really tired. But, hey, this is all going to be done on time. Ta-da! So, remember, you are more than you think you are. And, yeah, that's it. I love you guys. You're awesome. So, have a great day. Have a great week. And we'll see you next time.